Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. So I don't know if you all realize what is happening in Jamaica. Now, a lot of professional after study and working in Jamaica for a couple of years, a lot of them choose to migrate because of the poor salary that some getting and the poor working condition that they have to go through. And recently, we hear that the athletes, the track stars, guess what? They're moving to Turkey. And people wonder why they're moving. People are saying that they have no loyalty and so forth. But you have to remember, everybody have bills to pay. It don't make sense. You train so hard, and at the end of the day, when you're supposed to get some financial benefit from it, you're not getting anything. Now, I saw a post online, and it is of Miss Kitty receiving the key to Tamrak. And basically, when you look at that, you have to wonder because here in Jamaica, she not get nothing. So even when it comes on to the celebrities, you realize that they go overseas, they get the awards and the recognition, but when they're in Jamaica, them not get a god thing. Nothing. And you have to wonder why Jamaicans don't take care of them own. And you see, the reason why is because a lot of times Jamaicans, them full of bad mind. Even the set that are in power, some of them have bad mind, favoritism, nepotism, it run the thing. So you see, if you and them are a friend, they're not going to make you get anything. You see, if them don't like you, them are going to block what you're supposed to get. You see, sometimes people wonder why they're loyal to certain companies and so forth. But really and truly, you have to wonder what are they getting from these companies? Because sometimes when you see they're loyal to certain companies, maybe behind the scene, the company helping them out some way or the other that we are not aware of. And when you look at everything that is happening on social media, you see the bad mind thing come out. You see where people going out of their way to stop another person from eating the food. You see people going out of their way trying to mash up a person career. And when you see some of them, because a person I live better than them, I make more money than them, getting the awards and so forth, you realize that they will try to prevent that person from getting it. Then we try to block the person. So you hear them say, oh, the person is too ghetto, the person too brawling, the person don't know how to talk, and all sort of things. The person involved in certain activities. Why? It's not really the activities, it's not really the fact that the person is from the ghetto, Why they're trying to fight against the person is because the person is making more money. The person is getting too popular for them. And because they see that, they want to stop it. And it is just the way some Jamaicans operate. They don't know when to be happy for someone who is succeeding. They don't know when they're supposed to say congratulations. And what a lot of them fail to understand, you see, sometimes you box the food out of a man's mouth and you try if you box it out of the person's mouth, guess what? You box it out of your own. That is what happened because you don't know what the future holds. And maybe that same person would have blessed you, opened door for you or something. But because you try to stop the person blessings, you stop your own. And that is what a lot of them don't understand. You see, when you see some of them sit and they go the extreme trying to stop somebody. And the funny thing, when they're doing it, you have to wonder, what are you doing to yourself? Because you put on a person problem on your head. If you go out of your way and I try make certain phone calls and to try to do certain things. What you do to yourself, how that benefit you? It not benefiting you no way, no shape, none at all. So you have to wonder why they continue to do that. When you look at companies here in Jamaica, they fight against people in the organization like crazy, especially if the person is getting a promotion, get too much promotion. You see, they try to hold back the person. What you realize is that no matter how someone is good, no matter how they're qualified, no matter how they have all the skills required for the position, you see, if the person who is in charge don't like you, them a go box the food out of your mouth. They rather to give someone who don't have the qualification, the skills, Why? Because them not like you. Because they might look at you and they say, oh, guess what? I don't like the way that lady look. I don't like the way that lady speak. I don't like the way that person look at me, or something. They believe that you're going to be a threat to them in the long run. And because of that, they try to stop you. But I would just want for every single Jamaican to understand. You see, when you fight against your own, fight against any human being whatsoever, especially when they don't deserve it, guess what is going to happen? You're the one that is going to sit and look like a baboon. And that is something that is happening right now to Jamaica. When you look how we are lose with track stars. When you look how they go on the international stage, they win the medals, and so forth. Another country just come and just take them away like that. Why? Because we not give them nothing. We have how much houses out here, how much land, and when them win a goal, not even you can say, all right, we could give them a land, but at the end of the day, you hear how the money are waste. Let me give them a house right here, so let me give them a piece of lot right here. Nothing. Let me give them a car. Nothing. And because of that, you're going to lose them because them want money. And it is the same thing for our celebrity, our influencers, our entertainers. They want to live a better life. They want to make money. And when they look at it, living in Jamaica really and truly, what are they going to make? Because really, we don't promote our own. You see, they go overseas and guess what? They start to make the US dollar. When you look at it, it is $160 to $1. So you realize that, hey, they're making it. So I believe it's time for us to start treating our own with love and respect. Give praise when praise due. Big them up. Give them the awards. Give them the keys when they deserve it. Don't wait for them to go overseas, go Canada, US, and that's when they get in it. And them can't get it a yard. Don't wait on another country to give them the big bucks. Make sure that you give it to them. Just as all the politicians who are not doing anything, can get the big work. Make sure that those who are doing something for this country can get it. Because when you look at it, our athletes, a lot of them work far more than how some of the politicians them a work. Because a lot of the communities right now, at first them a say who was the MP when it coming on to election. You see them start go around and start take pictures, doing this for the poor like they really and truly care. The only thing they care about is the money that they get in. And when you look at the athletes who now get nothing, take the money from them and give it to some of them. But it is time now for us to treat our hard earning, hard working, professionals, athletes, entertainers, influencers with the respect that they deserve. It is time now for us to give them the awards that they deserve. Stop let the foreign countries do it for us, because it's a shame to see that, hey, guess what? They're going overseas and they're getting the respect that they deserve. When I see Miss Kitty collecting, Miss Kitty has done so much for Jamaica. When you see the lady from Mountain View, DMG, going overseas and getting her awards, and look what she have done for Jamaica. So much. When you look at other entertainers who are overseas living, and when you think about what they did for Jamaica, and Jamaica not do nothing for them. So really and truly, Jamaica is an ungrateful country, and it is time for us to change that.